Common ASIC Trade Reporting Errors, Part 2. Traction's reporting services include data validation and data enrichment to identify and resolve errors, as well as ensure the format meets requirements prior to trade repository submission. This video will walk you through these common errors in ASIC OTC derivative trade reporting and provide steps on how to rectify or avoid each one. Lifecycle event errors, incorrect action types, and logical issues in trade data. What goes wrong? These errors typically arise when lifecycle events, such as amendments or terminations, are reported incorrectly. For example, it is not permitted to submit a termination event for a trade that has already matured. It would also be logically incorrect for a maturity date to be set before the execution date of a transaction. If a trade has matured naturally, a termination action is not necessary. How is this fixed? Please ensure that lifecycle events are submitted in the correct sequence as described below. Newt. Modi. Term. You should also ensure that trade amendments follow a logical sequence. For example, execution and maturity dates must be in logical order before submission. Full visibility of your reportable trade accounts. Some of Traction's clients use the grouping method to organize their clients' trading accounts into particular categories when reporting for MetaTrader 4 and MetaTrader 5. Trades from certain groups are reportable and some are not. Clients commonly set up different groups for the following purposes. Their offshore entities. Test accounts. Categorization of their client types. What goes wrong? The visibility settings for the groups are inaccurate. For instance, the test accounts have been made visible to the reporting delegate rather than only the reportable trade accounts. Thus, the reporting that follows is incorrect. How is this fixed? If you use a grouping method to organize your clients' trade accounts, it is imperative that you regularly conduct internal reviews. This helps ensure all the reportable trade accounts are visible to your reporting delegate or to your internal team performing your firm's ASIC OTC derivative trade reporting. Addition of symbols. This error commonly occurs when firms launch new financial product offerings. What goes wrong? Traction is not informed of any new symbols relating to the new financial product that our clients are trading. If a new symbol is not added to our system prior to the processing of the daily trade files received, Traction's system will not be able to recognize the new symbol. This will require the Traction team's involvement to add a new symbol after liaising with the client for further details. How is this fixed? When we identify any new symbol in our client's data files, we contact them promptly to request all the required information about the new symbol to avoid any missing trades. If you are using a reporting delegate like Traction, inform them in advance of any additional symbols or products before trading them. If you report on your own, do a regular review to ensure all the financial products that are reportable under ASIC are being reported. To improve the accuracy of your overall reporting, we encourage you to be diligent with regards to informing your reporting delegate or other internal departments about the introduction of any new platforms, systems, or financial products in your business. We also recommend you set aside time to review your system settings and ensure that your reports are generated correctly. Missing, wrong, or duplicate identifier of non-reporting counterparty. Under the ASIC rules, a legal entity identifier is required to be reported for all non-individual accounts, for example, corporate accounts. For individuals, other identifiers are required, which may be either of the below. Unique client codes in the format and structure of the LEI of the reporting entity followed by up to 52 characters. Designated business numbers, although their permitted use is very limited. Example 1. In the table, we show the 3 position files that have been submitted to Traction on the 1st, the 2nd and the 3rd of March in relation to the same trade. For the exact same non-reporting counterparty, the trade party 2 ID field is populated differently. On the 1st of March, ABC Investments Proprietary Limited already has an LEI which is reported in the trade party 2 ID field. On the 2nd of March, the trade party 2 ID field is populated with the internal login number of ABC Investments Proprietary Limited instead of their LEI. On the 3rd of March, that same field is then reported with the LEI again. Such use of inconsistent entity identifiers will cause issues when Traction reports trades to the trade repository, leading to erroneous output values. How is this fixed? Traction can either fix the errors for our clients in consultation with them, or have them amend the error and resubmit the file. Traction can then reprocess all the files once the format is corrected. Example 2. Some firms allow their clients to trade with multiple accounts, resulting in a duplicate of the identifier of their counterparties. That is, for the same counterparty 2 name, there may be multiple counterparty 2 identifiers being used in reporting. How is this fixed? Traction will provide firms with a template which links the back-office account with all of the person's trading accounts. This template will likely be populated by exporting from the firm's back-office system. This should also fix the issue where there are non-named data being reported in the name field, as this information wouldn't be present in the back-office entity level record for the account holder. What do you need to do? It is important to ensure your trade reporting data is correct prior to submission to the trade repository or your reporting service provider, such as Traction. This will minimize the burden on your operations and compliance teams and reduce time spent fixing errors that could have been avoided. See Traction's tips on how you can do the cross-check, and sign up to our newsletter for regular updates. Traction. Trade reporting simplified.